Are you aware that I'm going to look like a freaking hobbit next to you?
Yeah, most people do.
Witamy, Patryk Jocko, ma z nami przeciwnik Mameda Khalidowa przed ACB 54, Lukem Barnattem. First thing I wanted to ask you before I go further, did you enjoy commentating ACB events?
Yeah, for sure. It's something I'm very passionate about, and I was very lucky to get the opportunity to do it. And I've done 7 or 8 shows now with ACB. I think this is my 9th, all across Russia and in other places. And it's been fantastic. The talent and the level there is great. I believe that ACB is an unbelievable platform for Europe, and they're doing amazing things that are making a change to the sport here on this side of the world. And I'm really, really blessed to be a part of it, and I'm very, very happy.
Yeah, I believe they are making something fresh. About that, your fight with Mamed, you've called it, or somebody on the press conference, super fight, because you're a champion of Barnatt UFC. Mamed is a KSW champion. And you've said that the info that the gala is going to take place in Manchester was afterwards you took the offer. Would it make you any difference if you had to fight in Poland or someone else?
Not at all. Not one thing. You know, I feel I'm fortunate that it's in England. I'm glad that it's in England. It's an hour away from my wife's house, so her family are coming and my friends are coming, and it's going to be a great experience for me, and that's great. And the English fans and everything like that. But if the fight was offered to me in Poland, I would have been in Poland. If it was in Russia, I would have been in Russia. If it was in the Antarctic, I would have been in the Antarctic. It doesn't matter. The arena is great, and I'm very blessed to have the fans behind me. But at the end of the day, it's just me and Mamed in the cage. I'm not fighting the legend Mamedem Khalidovem. I'm not fighting his name. I'm not fighting his people. I'm not fighting the surroundings. I'm not fighting the fans. I'm fighting the man. So it could be anywhere in the world, and it would still be the same result. And I feel like with a good victory over Mamed, we'll definitely see Mamed versus Lukem Barnattem too, and that could be in Poland. I feel like that's the right thing for Mamed to do if he wants to have that fight. So
that's interesting.
That's how I see it. I feel like if a man who's been on such a dominant win streak gets beaten by me in England, the only way for me to really dominantly beat him is come here to Poland and beat him in front of his own people. And I feel like that is definitely the progression you could see with this fight once I beat him in Manchester.
Look, you've called Mamed a legend. Do you consider this fight as the toughest in your career so far?
Like I said, I'm not fighting the legend. I'm fighting Mamedem Khalidovem. So I don't actually consider it the toughest in my career so far. I feel like people look at it as Mamed is the toughest because of some of the things he's achieved. But right now, the Mamedem Khalidovem I fight on March 11th, I'm not fighting the legend. I'm fighting a 36-year-old man who needs to get lucky to beat me. I feel like I'm everywhere in the game of MMA. I'm at par or better than Mamedem Khalidovem, and he has to really. He explodes into techniques and he uses things very quickly and vastly, and if he gets one and pulls one off, he got lucky to beat me. I feel like if we go the full 3 rounds on the scorecards with points, I'm going to win. If we stand on the feet for too long, he's going to get knocked out, and I think he's going to be scrambling for something and running away from me. So I feel like I'm not fighting the legend. He is a legend, and I the guy's been around a very long time. For Europe, he's been fantastic. He took away the he didn't go to the UFC. He stayed in Poland, stayed in his own country, built up MMA here. It's now a huge sport in Poland, and I think Mamed is a big part of that. And he's the best European guy ever to stay in Europe and fight in Europe ever. So I appreciate all of that. I think that he's done great by him, great by his country, and great by his fans. But right now I'm fighting a different Mamedem Khalidovem. I'm not fighting that guy that people think I am. When you see the highlight reels, you see the videos, I don't look at that, I don't think like that. It's different. And I know that, and he knows that. And my legend is only just beginning. I'm 28 years old. I've been doing this sport. I started when I was 21, first time in an MMA gym. Before that, I played computer games, and drank Pepsi and ate burgers. I didn't even know I wasn't an athletic man, and I'm only just getting to the stage now where I have the belief, I have the training, and I have the knowledge to really make it count. I'm 28, I've got a long time to go, and this is the start of it for me.
Do you still have time to play video games?
No.
You're done.
Especially since I got married, my wife won't even let me have a PlayStation. Because the thing is with me is if you put a PlayStation controller in my hand,
You're thinking
That's 6 hours, 7 hours gone. So unfortunately not. I can't. I just can't do it.
okay, Charles Sonnen told somewhere that you are definitely a favorite in this fight. Are you close friends or something?
Yeah, me and Chael have been, obviously he was my coach on The Ultimate Fighter in season 17, and since then I've trained with him quite a lot. I helped him train for a few fights. Then he went away. He's obviously come back now. He does the stuff, but we're good friends. We talk, but there's not, unless I'm in America or he's over here, it's hard to really hang out or speak much. But yeah, we've got a bond or a friendship that started with The Ultimate Fighter, and we're still friendly, I guess.
Look, I've heard that you live in Spain right now. Is that true?
Yeah, I live on the south side of Spain. I live near Malaga, in between Malaga and Marbella. I have an academy there, Barnatt Martial Arts. I moved there with my wife coming up to 2 years ago, and I've been training out there, enjoying the sun and living life.
Has it changed your life somehow? Because having sun like almost all the year influences your attitude to life, I believe.
Yeah, I believe it does as well, and I feel like I'm lucky enough, especially like we said with ACB and with my fight career and all the rest of it, that I travel a lot. So although I live in Spain, I'm out every month. I'm somewhere else. Like right now we're in Poland, and then I go to Manchester, and then I'm all over the place all the time. I spent a bit of this camp in Thailand and all the rest of it. The Spanish have a bit of a reputation for being quite lazy because of the sunlight and the sun, but we have a lot of dedicated students at our club, a lot of dedicated fighters. K1 and Jiu-Jitsu over there is huge, so there's a lot of talent in Spain that it's just not been discovered yet because it's not got that MMA base that other countries have started to have. So for me, the lifestyle out there is fantastic. I get to live a great life. It's nice and warm. I can sit on the beach after a training session and get some sun, but all it does is make life easier for me to do what I want to do and train.
I feel jealous right now. Okay, you live in a warm country. Let's move the opposite way. How do you like Poland?
So far, I've been here 2 days, but I visited Krakow. Krakow, is that how you say it? Because in Spanish it's Cracovia, so it's slightly different. But Krakow, I visited for KSW Circus of Pain, and I spent a few days there, and it was beautiful. The nice old town. I got to see a lot of the culture there. The nightlife was a bit weird for me. It's a bit strange, very small, cavernous places that are underground, but I haven't been able to go out in Warsaw or here and see much of Poland. And I think it was quite warm or warmish when I went for Circus of Pain compared to what it is now. But yeah, I like Poland. I like the people. Everyone is friendly and they love MMA. So any country you go to that loves MMA, I love it.
You fit in. Okay, look, thank you. Anything you would like to say to Polish fans? Feel free to do so.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously I'm going to be fighting a Polish legend in Mamedem Khalidovem, and don't cry when I beat him, okay?
Thank you.
Cheers.